And welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. Last time we made it to Tenda Village, but they're shy. They're really shy, so we need to find a book to help them overcome that. Apple Kid has it, but he got kidnapped, so we are now in Winters, trying to figure out what happened to him. I've been waiting for you. My master, Apple Kid, completed this eraser machine. While he was calling you, he was kidnapped. He felt like this. I was there, but was helpless. Sorry about that. Anyway, take this machine. Forgot the eraser. So, we got the eraser. By the way, this is only used once in the entire game, to my knowledge. So, that's fantastic. That you get this item that basically serves one use. Now, this is a pun. In Japanese, I'm pretty sure. In addition to the eraser statue being an octopus in the Japanese version. So, I don't quite understand nuances, but yes, it was not an octopus statue originally. I mean, it was an octopus statue originally, but there was basically a pencil statue in this version and an eraser statue. And it's generally believed that it was made an eraser statue just to match the eraser. It was made a pencil statue to match the eraser statue rather than an octopus and an octopus and an eraser. This is becoming a tongue twister by the minute. So this is the Stonehenge base. I flubbed that pretty spectacularly, didn't I? So we got Mook Seniors. They know a lot of really bad spells, but luckily for us, Paula's pretty tough against magic, so that wasn't a problem. By the way, I actually leveled up. That's level 55. Someone who doesn't have good magic resistance, Jeff. So we gotta be a little bit on guard in this area. If you get low on health, you can actually go back into the cave with your sanctuary, which is north of Stonehenge. And you can actually use that as a free heal. So if you need to leave, then this actually is a problem. I should also probably store that, the $80,000 I have. Huh. Probably should do that at some point. I don't know if it works on these guys because, you know, at this point in the game we have so much HP, the chances of actually dying from a single Mook Senior is actually not super high because we are able to take him out quickly enough or heal Jeff in the duration it takes to actually scroll down to 0 HP, so even if we're technically actually losing a lot of health and take a mortal blow, it's not a problem because we can actually usually recover it or finish the fight if you're on auto, as long as you don't dawdle. So we got Starman as regular enemies, which is new. This actually takes a little bit of finesse trying to get a first strike on them. I have never been able to quite pull it off. But Starmen are comparable to the Starman Jr. we've seen throughout the entire game, actually. But there's actually a special variant, and I don't know if we're gonna come across it, because it is a little bit on the rare side. A lot on the rare side, and it also has a rare drop. So this is gonna be a fun time if you want to go for everything. Even like some of the sharks have rare drops technically, but like you can get other items elsewhere. But like this item from the Starman is the only item I feel like that you really only can get that's like actually really worthwhile. It's like, oh, you can get a rare drop from this enemy that's like a 1 in 128 chance, but it's really not necessary most of the time. One time when it is necessary is when said item is actually Pooh's only item in the entire game. Yes, we are actually in the only spot where you can get Pooh a weapon. So, it is called the Sword of Kings and is carried by an especially rare type of Starman. Yeah, 1 in 128 chance. So, this is just generally accepted strat. First of all, this is actually a big deal. You need to figure out how to actually get a first strike on these guys. You need to sort of figure out the finesse required to do so. Because if you don't, then the strat doesn't actually help you. To put it bluntly, you pretty much can actually do this just through first strikes, if you so desire, and that's actually the generally suggested way, but again, it's not the easiest thing to figure out at first. I'm just clearing out my inventory of food, if you're wondering. Leave it on the laundry line. Wow, that's a good heal. Sure. I thought that would have tasted better, but we used up all those items, so that's what I was trying to do. There we go. Casey Bat. So the Casey Bat is like Ness is a really strong weapon for Ness, but it also drops its accuracy to a ridiculous level. I think it's like 25% of what it normally would be. So you may think, wow, that's dumb, but it actually does have a purpose because it actually increases your chances of getting a one-hit kill on certain enemies. Therefore, the general strategy for trying to get the, whatchamacallit, the Sword of Kings is to use the Casey Bat. First of all, you need to figure out how to get a green attack on a Starman, and then hope it's the right Starman, and that's it. That's your strat. I'm not gonna entirely go for it, because I don't know if I can go for it, because it is all determined by luck and RNG, and when it's a 1 in 128% chance, not percent, but 1 in 128 chance, that's not really good odds. That's like really bad odds. I think this just connects to the same place. It's like a shortcut kind of a thing. So yeah, not going back out there. I think there's a dedicated spot where you want to actually go for it, but I don't know where that spot is. I think it's the strat to try to tag them right as they teleport on top of you, but I don't actually know. Because again, I have not really done this much. On my first playthrough, I don't think I got the Sword of Kings. I'm pretty sure I skipped it. And it's just because I didn't feel like level grinding off of these Starmen to the point where it'd be completely broken. Is this gonna be the right one? It is not. This is a regular. We're looking for a specific subset of Starmen, so... yeah, we're just gonna kinda go about our merry way. Go on our merry way. We're not gonna worry about this weapon. I'd like to show it, but if we don't show it, I'm not gonna, like, be upset about it or anything. Is the Brain Food Lunch a rare drop? I could have sworn it was. So yeah, see, these guys like to teleport. That's how you get a green attack on these guys, and if you have the Casey Bat, then that's actually good. That's actually super helpful for you. Actually, I'm pretty sure these guys start off with like a PSI shield at first, so yeah. Let's actually give this a shot. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to see if this is actually the case, because I'm pretty sure they have a shield. Maybe it's just their resistance to PSI rockin'. Not sure on that. Starstorm seems to do quite a bit though. I feel like a lot of the battle effects of this game are really good for causing seizures. I'm surprised it didn't tone down some of the effects on the SNES, from the SNES to the Wii U. Okay, so we still haven't seen the special enemy yet. I think there is a specific spot where it's good to actually go for it. So... this is... awkward. This is still a regular Starman. What the heck, man? Yeah, I am clearly having good luck if I can't even find the enemy I'm looking for. Yes, this is clearly a good sign. I wonder if you could save state for it. Because this is on the Wii U, as you may or may not know. So that brings up the question of, can we just save state for it? Restore point, technically. Which does bring up the point of what's the difference between the two, and it's just semantics. Most emulators refer to save states as save states, and the Wii U and 3DS call them restore points. So yeah, semantics, same thing, same difference. Got another green attack. Still regular. Why am I not having any luck finding the actual enemy? But yes, if you can get a green attack, these guys go down super easy. The special versions, not so much. This is like Starman City right here. I'm not equipping the Casey Bat, by the way, because quite frankly, I don't quite know the timing on this. So I don't really want to risk like running into an enemy and then having no accuracy. That was bad. He just teleported into a bad spot. Still nothing. So Ness is useless, so I'm gonna have Paula use PSA Fire. And what does Mirror do on a Starman? Okay. Cannot turn into Starman. That's probably good, because that would be broken as heck. That would be pretty dang broken from a gameplay standpoint. From a balancing standpoint especially. So yes, Ness is feeling homesick again. I don't know why this happens at the worst possible times, every time. I'm also not sure if after you clear this area, if you can actually get the Sword of Kings, so I think it is an extremely rare item. And rare item I'm probably not gonna get. Still nothing. Do they appear in this first area, or is it just the other third section of this level? I actually don't know where the other enemies actually appear. I'm just going off of memory, and I could have sworn they could appear in the this area we're in now, but we're not having any luck finding them here, so maybe not. Maybe it is further into the Stonehenge base. Oh, 51. And level 50. So everyone's above level 50 now, so that increases survivability quite a bit. Okay, that guy just teleported there. I'm pretty sure these enemies explode, so, fun. I'm actually gonna run away from these guys, because I'm not 100% sure I can actually do well against this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to run. Not sure what actually determines running away, if it's like a luck stat, gut stat, what. I don't actually recall, but it seems incredibly erratic trying to actually run from anything in this game. Okay, that did not count as the first strike, so that's unfortunate. Back in beta, we're gonna go probably freeze, and then just regular attack. Oh, that was good luck. Or not, because it got healed to max. Cool. And I'm just gonna try to destroy this Starman as fast as possible. Now we can worry about the robot. So I'm pretty sure this is the enemy that actually self-destructs, but I don't remember for sure. I'm just going off of memory. But I'm almost positive, yeah, it does this. So yes, it does a ton of damage, but if you take it out last, it's kind of a weird thing. If you take it out last, it has the benefit of, well, it can't actually drain your party as much because it's at the end of the fight, but it also creates a problem of it will pretty much heal allies annoyingly until you actually do defeat it, so it's kind of a lose-lose. This should be enough to max out, and voila, way to go. That restores 20 PP, so we are in good shape. This is not what I'd consider a tough area, unless you're going for the Sword of Kings, of course, then it's a tough area. Nothing. What is the odds of actually finding this enemy, I'm wondering? I think the field sprites are the same between the two variants of Starman that we're actually, one of which we're actually looking for. So yeah, just really bad luck. I'm not sure if that present's worth it, worth doubling back for. So we're just gonna keep trucking. Should look it up, huh? Probably should look this up, in case it actually is a good item. But I don't think it is. And level 57, wow, he's almost level 60. We're actually surprisingly close to the end of the game. It may not feel like it, but we actually are. That up there is a couple life noodles. We have plenty of cups of life noodles. So I'm kinda thinking about skipping it. I mean, I'm already a little bit over-prepared as is, so let's just keep moving. Okay. Now that we're in the factory, yes, we got it. Okay, so this is gonna individually target, just show its name, the Starman Super. Starman Super sucks, because this is the enemy we're looking for. This enemy will in fact drop the, oh well, that sucked. It will indeed drop the, life needles. Okay, that was bad. And Nest didn't do anything. Great. That's fantastic. I'm running. Basically, if you can fight a Starman Super by itself, it's not that bad. But then again, how do you do that? Consistently. Okay, so that fight could have gone a lot better. And I'm gonna have, I think, Pooh take care of the last heal, just because he's got more psychic points. But yes, that is the enemy you're looking for if you're going after the Sword of Kings. I got one. Cool. I'm gonna try Freeze. I don't know how effective this is gonna be, but I want to try it. Freeze Beta. Okay, that did a fair amount. Okay, it actually did quite a bit. If I actually... Okay. This is the one that you're actually supposed to use the shield on, clearly. I selected auto because Ness would be able to max out Pooh's HP a lot faster than I would. So it's kind of a strat to just go auto, since they will still use healing spells. No items. So yes, this is the frustration of people who play EarthBound. Trying to get the Sword of Kings. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is it? Is it worth it? I can't tell you. You have to be the judge of that. But I personally am thinking kind of not. So that should get rid of the Starman's oh. Okay, cool. It's on guard, so yes. For Starman Super, just remember, don't actually use psychic attacks. Just attack it regularly. Also, by the way, even though Nest misses home, we are actually in no danger of losing to the boss, because we still have another multi-bottle rocket on hand. So we are actually in good shape in that front. I mean, if Ness obviously didn't miss home, he'd be more competent for the rest of the dungeon, but for the actual boss, we're pretty much set. Yeah, no drop. I'll be like this the entire time, and to be fair, we're not getting it. I guarantee you we're not getting the, Sword of Kings. Partly just because it's a gigantic time waste, and also you become so over-leveled, it doesn't... It's weird. You get so over-leveled that it doesn't really matter at some point. I mean, I'm gonna fight every Starman I see, just in the off chance I do get it, but I'm not gonna actively pursue it, because again, it creates the problem of levels. You become overpowered to the max, so it's like, it's a little bit of a tough call. I'm gonna try praying. I remember seeing a live stream where like they just had to pray constantly because they kept running out of psychic points, which sucks. And again, because praying can also like put status effects on your party, not helpful ones, by the way. So yeah, don't try to actually do this. So yes, again, will be fighting everyone I see, but I'm not gonna actively pursue the Sword of Kings as much as I'd like to. Just not worth it, because I have seen so many stories about people trying to get this item and they never get it because, yeah, it's just that crazy. This is Starman Super, right? I think it is. But yes, this is clearly the area to farm for it if you so desire. But again, I don't care because, again, these guys give like 5,000 experience, and even at the level we're at, that's a pretty fast way to level up. Okay, 7,000. So it gets to the point where it just kind of breaks the party, and I want to have a little bit of a challenge. I know I've kind of cheesed a few things in this game up until now, but from here on out, I kind of wanted to have at least a little bit of a fair playthrough, I guess you could say. I despawned the Mook and spawned in a Starman, so that was a perfect trade. That was actually good, and this is actually considered something that is vital for trying to get the Sword of Kings, is if you have a situation where you have like a Mook, you want to be able to manipulate it like that. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it is possible. Yes, if you use the KC Bat, you can actually have a better chance of one-shotting Starman Super on the field. So that's cool. But again, I'm not really not really super interested. Pooh tends to excel in PSI attacks anyway, for the most part. I'm actually stopping and thinking about it now that I'm saying this out loud. So yeah, I'm not sure how worthwhile it is. But again, here it's not super difficult to like spawn in Starman, so if you actually desire to go for it, here's where. And by the way, the reason I'm stalling so much is just because of how my luck works. Sometimes when I say things like, yeah, we're not getting it, that's when I actually get the item, but I'm not counting on that. It's a reverse Chinks of sorts. Or like, if I'm thinking, you know what, I'm not getting this item, that's when I actually get it, but again, what odds are that? I'm actually gonna do the math. I'm actually gonna look because, you know, I may get it on some off chance. It's a 0.0078125 chance. It's less than 1% a chance that you'll actually get the Sword of Kings, so yeah, not really worthwhile. But again, I'm not gonna not try to go for it if there just happens to be an enemy right here. Yeah, auto battle. You can literally set the controller down in battles like this because of how long it takes to defeat these guys. But yes, EarthBound does have other items like this, one of which is in the final areas of the game. There's a special enemy that drops, I think, something really good, like a piece of equipment or something. I've never gotten it, because in the final area, the way I played, I avoid literally all combat. Because that final area in this game sucks. So, oh, by the way, the Starman Super can resurrect allies. I guess I should have probably mentioned that sooner, but I actually forgot until now. PSI healing Gamma, I think, is what actually can bring people back to life. I think it can also heal other status effects as well, more so than healing Beta. I don't know how that counted as a back attack, by the way, since we were all facing it. And here's a point where you just say run. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to fight this. First try run, that was actually good luck. Because like caramel, that's a good item. I turned around because I thought they'd spawn in behind me. So yes, this is when the farming gets a little bit easier, when you actually can consistently one-shot them. But that was a regular Starman. We cannot one-shot the Starman Super quite yet, as much as we'd like to. So we just gotta fight this the old-fashioned way. Okay, Paul's now level 55. She's gained like 5 levels this one video. It's kind of ridiculous. But again, this is what I'm saying, it's like any boss late game would pose no threat whatsoever if we actually went for the Sword of Kings. This fight is like gross, so I'm actually gonna run when we have an opening. I actually don't know for a fact if you run on an opening attack if that is an automatic escape. I actually have not looked that up. I imagine it would be. It's kind of like if you get preemptive from Final Fantasy, you can run away immediately. But I don't know because I've never looked that up. If I just randomly get it and my inventory is full, that would suck. Sucks well. Now that I think about it. Yeah, there's only one inventory slot, so, yeah, that'd be another reason not to go for it, since you do get other drops from these enemies as well. And knowing my luck, I would actually get it on the time when my inventory is completely full and I can't actually carry it. Okay, looking at this map, we're getting pretty far along. Got exit mice. I'm not gonna go for them because, like, I don't know. This is like my least favorite RPG trope ever. Walk around an area and wait for the floor to become visible trope. Okay. Yes, I am running from a lot. Because I can already feel that I'm a little bit overpowered. As is. Actually, I don't know how much health everyone has. Total. 202, 286, 333. So Ness is actually the only one down. He only is down by about 50. So how much does a calorie stick heal? 60. So that'd be a waste of 10 HP. Is there anything not as good? Well, the shot yogurt actually would be perfect. There we go. I think heals from items are even slightly randomized as well, which is something I could do without. I kind of like the consistency of item heals from like Final Fantasy, but oh well. Yes, this is not my favorite gimmick in an RPG because it kind of slows the pacing down to a crawl. Pixie's bracelet, so that's probably a good item. Probably for the arm. Nope, it is not. This is also Ness. Paul is the one who picked it up. That's a good stat boost. I'm gonna keep the diamond band and give it to someone else when the inventory lightens up a little bit. I'm going down a little bit. I don't know if this is the right way, but I didn't want to go up either. Can't breathe. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So yes, a bunch of people have been kidnapped, including it looks like Dr. Andonuts, and also, is this him? Nope. Oh well. Yeah, a bunch of people have been kidnapped. Great. Jeff, where is Jeff? I don't know who that is. Is that Tony? I don't know. In the tubes, the sprites are kind of messed up, so I can't really tell who all these people are. But we have to go to the next room, which is my cue to quit for now, because that means something bad's coming up. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more EarthBound.